everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in the wild beyond the Witchlight, Part 6, The Kings of Downfall. Today is February 13th, 2022, and you are loved, especially our dear friend Archangelic. It is her birthday today. Go at Archangelic on Twitter. Wish them a happy birthday from us. Great friend, great pal, all around. But with that, you are loved. Is a good time. You are here watching our YouTube or our Twitch channel live at twitch.tv/indooradventures because again, we are going to be playing Wild Beyond the Witchlight. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, or you can go towards anywhere audiocasts are made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/indooradventures to check up on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community but also from each other. The easiest way to ask us those questions is to either post to the Twitch chat to the side, and we'll do our best to try and pick those up, or you can join us on our Discord. The link can be found in the Twitch chat to the side or in the description of this video or audio cast down below. Join us in our questions for the courts, and we will do our best to respond in kind. Much easier to check because then it's after the show and we have a much easier way of scanning through them. It's a great time, highly recommend it. But let's say you already support us on Patreon, you already support us on YouTube and Twitch, Twitter, and all of those other wonderful places, and you're trying to think to yourself, where can I go to help support this fantastic show even more? Guess what, buddy? I got your back, quite literally, in fact, because if you go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, we got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got crop tops, throw pillows, shower curtains, aprons, clocks, and we also have face masks. I found it from the last time we played. That's right, we have face masks with the symbol of Tiamat upon them, designed by our very own Cyberwolf 1201, where all the proceeds of those face masks end up going to help support Doctors Without Borders. So if you would like to help support a good cause, or possibly help support the show, you can again go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. That is indooradventure, no S at the end, .redbubble.com. But that is it for my opening spiel. So hey, RJ, who are you playing today?
Hey everybody, my name is RJ, and today I'm playing Vice, the Tiefling Rogue.
And hey everyone, I'm Sarah. I'll be playing Lowry Moon, the Hexblood Spore Druid. Got it right this time.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. I'm Mediaflare, and I'm going to be playing Pamferdam Roski, the Gnome Artificer.
Hey everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae. I'm going to be playing as Clout, the Tiefling Bard.
And I am the Indoor Adventurer, he, him, and tonight I shall be your Dungeon Master. So, last we left off, you guys encountered a rock monster, who, also known as a Galibdur, who demanded that as payment for stepping on his head, that you were gonna sing him a song. After that point, Clout was forced to sing and dance for this wonderful, absolutely incredible stone creature, but that was not the first time that an individual was made to dance that session, because if we rewind just a little bit, inside at the inn at the end of the road, seemed like you guys were having a little bit of a discourse over, you know, a body that may have ended up as a corpse that you also may have been responsible for because of the animosity held by all. A set of vines actually appeared above and around the building itself, preventing it from going anywhere. As the four of you ended up going deeper into the inn at the last home in its secret special door within the basement that sort of leads to the inner workings of this inn. After a series of choices were made, you decided that you were going to continue on listening to the sound of Sue, the bartender, and bar owner, poorly singing a cake rendition. And again, like we said, some dancing was involved, because at the bottom of the stairwell, thanks to Vice's clever maneuvering and Clout's wonderful playing, you guys tricked a bunch of like vivisected corpses, bodies, they were kind of alive, into doing a very thriller like dance. Now, After the dance was done, the house was happy, you were all in much better spirits, and you made your way to Downfall. Unbeknownst to you, anyways, is when you had arrived back at the surface level of your building, you had seen that you were already there. It was at that point that you ended up speaking with a sage of sorts, a large frog person that told you that you were to go and speak to King Gullop the 19th. King of the Bullywogs, the Soggy Court, as they called them. It was at that point that you entered into Downfall. There was a thick layer of fog. You parked your canoe and then made your way deeper into this place. I would say a city, but it's not really a city. It's more of just a place that is named Downfall. However, it was at that point that you had seen that there was a damaged gas balloon that your dear friend Pam was able to repair, while the other three of you decided that you were going to go and check out the burnt out balloon factory. So that is where we are picking up today with Clout, Lowry, and Vice, again, having passed over the Gullop who just really wanted you to dance for him. Thankfully, you were able to perform a number from Cats fantastically, and he seemed to like that very much. But as the three of you are making your way past this Gullop, what you see is a wooden structure that stands on stilts above the lake. It is topped by a steep conical roof made of thatch. Smoke curls from the hole in its apex. Its windows are blacked out and the air carries the smell of burned wood. A clothesline attached to one corner of the building's exterior is hung with a variety of frayed patchwork garments. And you can see that this clothesline sort of extends, I would say, more in a eastern direction that just seems to go into the fog at this point. But you do see this large conical building that smells of smoke, and looking at the windows, it definitely has like the blackened window look, but you can tell it's not paint on the outside, it's soot on the inside. And with very easy to discern elements, this seems like the burnt out balloon factory.
Quick question.
Yes.
Is Pam with us?
Pam was had stayed behind you to put on a series of mendings to fix the damaged balloon that you all had come from.
In that case, as we leave the area, Clout's gonna whistle for Whisper. Hey, Whisper. Can you stick with Pam? Just let us know if anything goes wrong, and help them find us when they're done.
And Whisper like bounces up and down in acknowledgement on this.
All right, thanks, Whisper. Hey, wait, Whisper, come back here. I really appreciate you. Like, you work so hard.
And there is like a little like a wider glow than they normally did. If Whisper had a chest that it could puff up in pride, it would, but instead it just sort of like glows a little bit prouder this day.
You're doing a good job, bud. Keep it up.
And then Whisper then just off across, and Pamferdam, while you are in the process of casting Mending, Whisper just comes up and like rests near you. And you can see that like it is Whisper as this like undead fey light seems to be burning like, or at least glowing brighter and with more purpose than you have seen Whisper glow before.
Pamferdam like gestures towards certain breaks in the balloon now that Whisper is here.
Like, oh, good. Can you shine a little bit closer right here? I can't tell whether or not this is a break or a seam.
Then Whisper gets right up next to it in the most perfect way possible, and will even like go inside of the balloon at points to like glow brightly to make sure that it's not like it's just a seam and not a tear.
Oh, thanks. You're on your game today.
They are trying their best. They just got a bunch of compliments. Meanwhile, the other three members of the party, do you approach the burnt out balloon factory? I would assume so, but I just
cautiously approach.
Okay. So when you end up getting closer to the balloon factory, you can hear what sounds like movement, as well as in Sylvan, you can hear what sounds like a "Go on, get, go get out here," and there seems to be like just exclamations occurring from inside, and they seem to be like mixed with a croaking noise almost. And looking into the room where this "go on get" is coming from, you can see that this room is a charred mess. Hazy smoke hangs over scattered piles of burned and broken shelves intermixed with whatever those shelves had contained. Wisps of smoke snake into the air from several spots where smoldering wreckage threatens to ignite, and you see a distressed bullywug in a leather smock scurrying around the room with a bucket of water whose contents spill out of the sides in his haste. And there are several of these what look like coals that are animated that just seem to be like hopping around, and as he's yelling "Go on get," and he'll like throw some water towards these smoldering coals, and they'll just like hop out of the way. And he looks at your group and in Sylvan says, "Oh, I need your help. Can you grab a bucket and help me take care of these things?"
Yeah, he wants us to help him.
Yeah, to Vice, it just sounds like
Lowry will respond in Sylvan. Where are the buckets?
"The bucket's over there on the table. I really need your help on this one. Now, it's use water, use whatever you want. They don't respond well to thoughts, but they do respond well to water.
Thoughts?
What?
Sometimes your thoughts can have power. I don't have time to explain this. Fire, poison, and thoughts, they don't respond to, but anything else."
I see.
Now I'd like for everybody to roll initiative.
Well, fuck. I'll just put my vicious mockery away then.
Aw, come on, D&D Beyond. That was almost a 20.
Oh
Rolled a
boy, oh
3.
boy.
See, I got a 6.
Oh, I rolled pretty darn good. I got a 21.
Okay, so a 20, a 21, a 6. Let me find a pen that's worth a damn. Why is it that the only pen that I have to write anything with is white? What use are you? Oh, there's one. Okay, so Lowry was a 20?
It was a 3.
A 3.
It wanted to be a 20.
Vice?
Then it rolled over to the 2.
6.
6. And Clout?
21.
Okay, and then let me see on here. There are 6 coals in total. I could have possibly rolled this earlier, but
They're all running around.
yes.
Do they have like little legs?
You know, I didn't think that they did, but the more I imagine it, I like to think that you can either have all too cute Miyazaki soot sprites, where they have like little eyes and leggies, and they're like, ooh, like just running around, like making little noises as they do, trying to set shit alight, or they can just look like rocks with tiny little rock leggies.
Are they mechanically? Are they running around or are they floating?
They are running around.
Oh boy, oh boy. I might have something for this. Am I top of the round?
You are top of the round.
This never happens to me. But I think I might have something for this.
My God.
So I'm gonna try and catch as many of them
Reese.
as possible in a 10-foot area.
Okay, so in a 10-foot area, you'd be able to get 4 out of 6.
Okay, that sounds good. I need them to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save, huh?
Yep.
Okay. What number are they trying to beat?
They're trying to beat a 14.
So that's 2 nat 20s, a
Oh boy.
18, and a 23.
Damn, they all make it.
They're little nimbly boys.
They are.
Yeah, zoomy little bastards.
Well, it's probably because
They're hot to trot.
Clout is trying to fight Earth with Earth as he stamps on the ground and casts Earth Tremor.
Okay.
And I think that it shakes the ground and they just do not react.
Okay, gotcha.
As a bonus action, of which I have an action that is bonus, I could probably inspire somebody. Who's next in the initiative?
Next up in the initiative are a grand total of 6 soot sprites, and then your party members.
I'm gonna get swarmed. This is great. Okay, but who's going first of my party members?
Of your party members, Vice with a 6.
Vice. All right. Fuck it. I'm inspiring Lowry. I think that I think that Clout looks at Vice and then says to Lowry, "You can do it. Yeah, just get him. It'll be fine."
Yeah, go get him. Throw that water on him.
It's the end of my turn.
Okay. So, Clout. There are a few little guys, just a little guy, just a little birthday boy that's gonna try and come up to you and do some fiery things with that. So does a 10 hit you?
No.
Okay, second one, does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
Awesome. So, Clout, you are going to be taking a grand total of 3 points of fire damage.
Guess who's resistant to fire damage, baby?
Cool. Guess who's also on fire right now, so you might want to take care of that.
Whee! Oh, man, not again.
All right, so yeah, you take half a round down. Next up, so that was the first two. Second two are actually just going to continue, like, trying to light this building on fire, and you can hear little, like, hee hee hee, ha ha, like, as they're, like, just continuously burning shit. Then the last two, one is going to go over to you, Lowry. Does an 18 hit you?
It does.
Okay, Lowry, you are going to be taking 2 points of fire damage and are on fire. And then
Great.
Vice, does an 18 hit you?
See.
For 4 points of fire damage.
Haha, guess who's not resistant to fire damage?
Uh-oh.
Also on fire.
Wait a second. Tiefling.
Why do you think I've been doing this the entire time?
Well, to be fair, Hubris was resistant to ice, not fire.
Oh. I mean, it's also true that, like, tieflings can trade out their fire resistance for their stuff nowadays.
Yeah, like wings and shit. But
So that's definitely what he's doing.
Vice,
Yes.
it is your go while you watch the bullywug that was in need of assistance, like going, like trying to grab another bucket and fill it with water.
So is it an action to put myself out?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Cunning action, cunning trigger, bonus action hide.
Oh, sorry. Until the creature takes the action to douse the flame, it takes 1d4 damage for fire at the start of its turn.
So roll me that fire
Yeah,
damage.
so I just want to roll that fire damage real quick. That is 4 points of fire damage.
Ouch.
You got all those bandages on your gemmy hand, like super flammable.
As Vice is patting himself to try and douse the fire, he's gonna yell over to Clout. So what are we doing? Does he respond?
Ask the monarch. She's in charge here.
I was told not to say anything about being the monarch, so
Oh God,
I
the
don't think I'm
family
in charge.
They're all on fire. Like, now's the time to get real petty about this whole monarch thing. It's you're literally burning alive.
How many of them can I catch in a... What is this? 15-foot cone.
A 15-foot cone. You could get 4 of them.
Cool. I'm going to use my breath weapon.
Okay. And what kind of damage does your breath weapon do?
Force.
Baller.
They need to make a dex save, please. DC 12.
Okay, so that is DC what?
12.
12? Okay, so that is 1 success, 1 failure. 2 success, 2 failure. 2 success, 4 failures.
On a failed, they take 9 points of force damage. On a success, it's half.
Okay, so 4 of those little bastards just whew, gone.
You see Vice turn to a group of them, open his mouth, and there is just a... Ooh.
And you watch as these animated coals just like spiral out, some turn to dust, but there are still 2 left that are in the process of causing problems.
Can I move?
Is it like a concussive blast?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Is there a bucket already filled?
There is.
I'm going to move over there with my movement and use my cunning trigger to bonus action interact with the object to douse myself.
What is cunning trigger?
That is my second. That's where I could bonus action hide, disengage.
Oh, cunning action. Okay.
Cunning action. Sorry, there you go. That's the word. Cunning trigger is the Pathfinder one.
Ah, I see. Bringing that shit into my house.
I have not slept in like a day and a half, and I am...
A likely story from someone so handsome. Happy Valentine's Day, folks.
That's my turn.
Okay, so next up is Lowry, or Clout at the top of the round.
Did Lowry already go?
Nope. Wait, no. It is Lowry's turn.
Nope.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Roll that d4.
Yeah, roll that d4 because our mushroom gal is currently ablaze. 2 points of fire damage.
That's fine. It's just a little toasty damage. Okay. Do I see anything that could be considered kindling near me?
Oh, like this whole place. Yeah.
I would like to take some small bits of flammable objects and put them in my bucket.
Okay.
And I'd like to just move towards the coals and just... Unless you want him to make you not exist anymore, I have somewhere else that you could go. And just put the bucket down, offering them a safe haven.
Okay. But it's like kindling, like sticking out of the bucket.
Mm-hmm. If they get in the bucket, it'll burn down when they're in there.
What languages do you speak?
Common, deep speech, druidic, and sylvan.
Sadly, they don't speak any of those languages.
Rip. She's still gonna try and coax them in.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Persuasion checks go so well. I rolled 2 8s, so that's gonna be a 9.
You can
Okay.
always add your bardic inspiration.
Oh, that's right. What's the die at this level?
A d6.
I rolled a 6.
Ha-ha!
That's 9.
14.
Best bard.
15. Best bard.
So they don't. These little pieces of rock do not seem like they are. They don't seem like they're really engaging in this whole idea. Like a little bit of kindling, sure. There's like a whole building here for them, though. Like, what's a couple sticks to a house? What is a
That's right.
house if not sticks persisting? So, that is what Lowry is trying to do. Are you like dousing the flames on yourself or letting yourself
yeah.
continue to burn?
If that doesn't take my action, I'll go ahead and pat myself out.
Okay, yeah, for sure. It does take an action.
Right, if the convincing them doesn't take my
The
action.
convincing. I would say that the convincing would be an action, but we can just...
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I don't mind.
Okay.
I have HP left. That's fine.
Okay, sounds good. So then next up, Clout, who is also on fire.
We have a little bit of HP to burn.
Hey! 4 points of fire damage.
I think you mean 2. I'm not gonna put myself out. I'm like, all right, you little bastards. I'm gonna run over and try and grapple one.
Okay.
This is my way. My way or the highway. Yeah. It's a 10, so I got a 15.
A 15, okay. Yeah, it will try and... You grapple an animated coal. I guess you hold that, you like grab it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like ha 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 and try and juggle it into Lowry's bucket.
Okay. Sounds good. So that'll be a team effort, for sure. On your next go round. Until then, it is it's the coal's turn. Who's gonna do its best to just burn the shit out of you while it's here. Might as well. That is a natural 1. You are hot potatoing this thing very well, and it cannot get a good burnie in. Next up is the second coal, who sees that Vice has... He has a lack of fire about him. Why? They tried to make him look so cool, so fresh. And that is for a 10.
That's a miss for once.
Well, I'd like to think that, like, the animated coal still, like, gets you, but you recently, like, dunked yourself in water.
Oh, he probably, like, knocks it away with his gem
Yeah,
arm.
just like, get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
Okay, so then next up, Vice. And you can see that Clout is just, like, manhandling an animated coal, and the other one is, like, near you that you just, yeah, get out of here.
Vice turns his back on the coal, starts turning a spigot to get some water, and he's just whistling. Holds up a finger to the coal real quick. When the bucket's filled in like 5 seconds, turns to Clout and douses him.
Okay, make a ranged attack.
Improvise.
Like you can hear Clout's laughter through the microphone.
I should close that door, huh?
Nah, it's fine.
Adds to the humor.
16 for an improvised weapon attack.
Okay, that'll hit. So, roll 1d6 water damage for the coal.
That's new. 5.
Okay. So, Clout, as you are passing this heated rock back and forth in your hand, flames licking up your bardic clothing, sploosh. You find yourself no longer on fire, and the heated animated coal that was in your hand, you just see, like, the little lights that were coursing through its heated veins just dim out as you hear it, like, sadly sizzle.
Drop it onto the ground.
And when it does,
Aw.
like charcoal that's been used, it just crumbles away.
Thanks, I think.
Okay, so there is one coal left, and Lowry, it was not listening to you. You are still on fire.
Yep.
For 3 points of fire damage.
That's
I'm the
fine.
hottest person who should be in the room.
She's just gonna try again. I have no spells that will help in this situation.
Roll a
Are you sure you don't
flat
wanna go in the
persuasion
bucket?
check.
Okay.
It is the last one of its kind left here.
I'm getting physical dice. That's a 5.
Okay. Yeah, it still
I mean,
doesn't.
For the
it
record,
doesn't
you
see
rolled
the...
a perception.
Huh?
Oh, did
For the
I?
record, you rolled perception.
It's the same modifier.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
No, you did. You did roll persuasion. I'm sorry. I'm the crazy one.
Okay. You see again this bullywug just go on, yeah. As he tosses a bucket of water towards the last animated coal, but as the water comes by, it does a really cool hop right up top, and then a little spin as the water like dashes underneath it, and then it lands, and it strikes as cool a pose as something without arms can do, and then it just goes back to like trying to burn shit. But at the top of the round, Clout.
Can Clout run up and grab the bucket out of Lowry's hands
Yeah.
with the kindling in it?
I mean, that's entirely up to Lowry whether or not she will let you, but yes.
She will, but there'll be a hey.
Sorry. He takes it and he's gonna try and like upend it on top of the coal and just like grapple it sans bucket or with bucket.
Okay. Roll
Sans
for bucket.
means without bucket. I mean the opposite of that. Bucket. Oh. Well, it might be okay depending on how they roll. I've got a 7 here.
It's a rascally sprite. A rascally coal. They got a 19.
Let's see if there's anything I can do. Oh, I think my bonus actions are only... Yep, okay. That's all I can do.
Okay. Yeah, it is then the coal's turn, and it's going to try and hop up and light you on fire. For 24 to hit.
I think it does.
For 3 points of fire damage.
Cool.
And then you are once again ignited.
This is fine.
Okay. Then next up, as it is the last one left, Vice.
Vice is going to use his psionic mind to contact the fire sprite. He's just standing there, finger to a temple. If you do not wish to be put out, I suggest you submit.
There is no response.
Okay. Spigot, spigot, spigot.
All right. It was psionic mind in action.
No, you can telegraphic message, send a telepathic message to any creature you see, so it's like I'm speaking.
Okay, cool.
Sploosh.
Okay, roll to attack.
Does it have language limitations?
You don't think that it can talk.
Gotcha.
Might not have the intelligence to form word.
On a natural 20 for an improvised attack, do I roll 2d6 for
Yep.
water damage? That's one dead sprite.
Max?
12.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so as you splash it, it is just like coated in this wave of water. And as it is like covered in this water, its little like embery bits steadily going out in this moment of almost somberness. You see
small
a
hand
webbed
raise.
foot just like stomp onto it and just, now I'm finally done. Enough of that thing. I've been burning out my whole factory.
As the Bollywog is speaking, Lowry gets doused.
Hey.
You had a little, something on you. It was fire.
Rude.
Thank you. Thank you, strange travelers from the far lands. What brings you here to my humble balloon factory? I'm glad you came by when you did.
We're here to help, I think.
Oh,
Clout walks up. He's still on fire.
if you came here to help you have. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Duke Ikrind. and I am overseeing the repairs to the balloon factory. We had a little bit of, how do you say? Let's see here. We had 2 individuals who were apprehended. Well, 1 was apprehended, 2 got away. There were 3 in total. 1 was a little dragon. His name was Sir Talawar. He was a little scamp, has a nice mustache on him, though, I will admit. The next...
Sir Talwar?
Yes, Sir Talawar.
Like the sword?
Like a what?
Never mind.
Is that the name of a blade?
Yeah.
Knights in the Courtyard, Talwar.
Yeah.
No, there was Morgott, former Knight of Warts, and, well, we got her up in the prison, and then there was Wigglewog, and we don't really know what happened to Wigglewog after they got into that there balloon and flew off. Sir Talwar.
Wait, the balloon that's
No,
destroyed?
not that one. That was one that we were gonna ride to like chase after them, but they had
Oh.
done their due diligence to sabotage that balloon. Do you know if those 2 out there are actually like repairing it at all, or are they just mucking?
No. We got a guy.
You gotta
Yeah.
They're an artist.
Well, more and more helpful as the days go by. You wanna know who'd love to meet a helpful individual such as yourself? The new king, Sir Gullop the 19th. I don't know if you are familiar with him at all, or if you have gone to talk to him, but for your help, let me give you something. And he, Duke Ikrind, goes over to a rather burnt out looking cabinet and opens the doors, and you can see that like there are newer things that have been placed. It seems that even though this cabinet has been burned, he is still using it for its intended purpose. And he grabs a small brass brooch, and this brass brooch looks like a fly, with the wings actually still like moving and buzzing. And he says, now if one of you is to show this, I heard one of y'all was a monarch of sorts. Who do I present this lovely brooch to?
I can make sure the monarch gets it.
My thanks, monarch. And he will hand it to you, Clout.
No, I'm not the monarch.
That's
I'm
something that a monarch would say now, wouldn't they?
Oh shit, I'm
Besides
still on
the
fire.
Yeah, Monarch. What would you say?
All I would
Thanks.
like to say is that if you present this to the king, he will be a little bit more inclined to listen to you. He loves me. Every king has loved me. I'll make sure to get the job done.
Okay. So give this to the king.
Well, just present it to him, yes.
Okay, so
You
when you
keep
say
it.
present, do you mean like show it to him or give it to him?
That's entirely up to the king, but I personally think that it is more than enough to just show it to him. Unless he specifically asks for it, in which case I would give it to him. He's awful. He's has a mind for that sort of thing.
Cool. He turns and wiggles the object that he just received. He looks down at it because he didn't hear what it was, considering he was patting himself out after remembering that he was still on fire.
It's a brass brooch that looks like a fly, and the wings move exactly as if they were a fly.
Yeah. No, sorry, I do remember hearing that.
Yeah, I just wanted to block it out.
I'm in a weird headspace today, y'all. Brass fly with wings that still move. Oh, I feel like he's gonna eat this. Oh well. Thanks, I guess, or you're welcome, or I don't know. What do we say here?
Your welcome is entirely fine. However, You have been entirely kind to me and this here factory. Reciprocity states I had to give you something equal to the value I put in my work, in my pride. Therefore, the brooch is yours.
Thanks. He'll tuck it away and stick his hands in his pockets and return to Lowry and Vice. So, what do we do next?
Pam's finished with those repair works, and then go talk to a monarch.
Okay. Looks to Lowry. You okay?
A little soggy, but I'm fine.
Yeah, me too. Squelch out of the factory.
Are you going back to where, in the direction where Pam was?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Pam, since your party crossed this general area, it's been maybe like 5 minutes tops. You heard some activity and a boom come from the burnt out factory, but seeing all of your party members then come back out looking a little bit soggier for wear bodes well for dealing with some coals.
Are you all okay? You look both equally. You look equally wet and on fire.
We
Yeah,
took
we got-
care of them.
Got a little bit wet, a little bit on fire. Like she said, took care of it.
Oh, you managed to catch one?
No.
No.
Oh. Why were we supposed to? I feel like we were supposed to catch one for something.
Probably would have been a good bargaining chip with the hag, but we'll think of something else.
All right. Well, I finished this balloon. All it really needs is an inflation now, but me and Whisper managed to get all of the cracks and seams all fixed back up, and I also put a little bit of glow on it, so it'll kind of look like a cute little jack-o'-lantern when it lights up, I think.
And Pam, as you like put the finishing touches on the balloon, you turn around, and the bullywugs that were in charge of repairing the balloon are now holding like tunics. Like one's holding a tunic up to you, and then the other is holding a rope that looks like it has been cut in half.
Oh, thank you.
Reciprocity. They're offering you some gifts in return for your work.
Make an insight check, Pam.
I'm pretty sure they want you to repair those.
Okay. Pam check.
Is that what they're doing? Oh, shit.
23.
Yeah, definitely looks like they have the look in their eyes like, no one fixes things as fast as you, please.
Oh,
like they are
bless.
like, my thing is ripped, please fix. My rope is cut, please fix. Like they see you just like, and that job that you had scheduled for the next like 2 days, done in 5 minutes. Like you're a miracle worker to these frog people.
What? Yeah, I could do a couple more. Well, we're done now, right? We finished the factory thing.
Yes. But if you'd like to stay, we can probably stay for a bit.
Well, I can do these, and then tell them that that we can't queue up any more work because we have to go once I'm done with these two. Okay.
Did everyone here speak Sylvan?
Yes, it seems like everyone
Okay.
here, all the
Except for Pam.
frogs speak Sylvan.
Okay. Lowry will translate that.
And the frogs, as you say this, they just have this look like, oh my god, like thank you so much. And they even say, you have saved us a great deal of effort and painstaking work. If we had not fixed this balloon, it would have been our lives. Rule of reciprocity, should it ever come to it, we will lay down ourselves for you. great fixer
God.
of things.
Pamferdam just like looks over at Clout and Lowry. Like,
They're talking a whole lot.
They owe you a life debt
Um,
now.
They're super grateful.
Oh, okay. Well, do you have any combat experience? Do they have any combat experience?
Do you have any combat experience?
They look to the two. They look between themselves like, oh, do we have combat? No. They shake their heads no.
I don't think they do.
All right. Well, tell them that come time the revolution, that they need to make sure to barricade their buildings and make sure their loved ones are secure.
If there's ever a revolution, run.
And they, when you say this, they like have this look like, and they like nod. They nod with such intent and understanding. They're like, yes. Yes, when the revolution comes, we will run. Thank you. We will owe you even more. Yes.
Are we gonna start a frog revolution?
Oh, thanks for passing the message off for me, Lowry. You wouldn't believe how many people try and flee during a revolution and get cut down in the streets.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Okay, so you grab Pam. A whisper like zips up to you, Clout, and just says, notice how I didn't come running to you.
Because nothing went wrong.
Exactly.
That's what I like to hear. Good job, Whisper.
And they like zip up a little bit again. They like compliments and they like being told good job.
I guess Will-o'-the-Wisps only eat souls, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't got any snacks for him, but I'll just I'll continue to compliment him.
Compliments are
Food for
snacks
the
enough.
soul. Should I just tell him stories about golden retrievers?
Yes. Okay, so Pamferdam is back as part of the party. You guys go back towards the balloon factory and then continue to make your, as again, you were told that the best way to get to the Monarch was past the balloon factory.
Is anybody down a significant amount of hit points?
I mean, I'm at 10 out of 17. fine.
That's almost half. Do you guys want a short rest?
I'm at 10 out of 19, so
I think a short rest is in order.
Okay.
a small rest where Vice is serenading the rock person again so that they can cross over.
Oh, the Gallop loves it.
You have a wonderful singing voice. Absolutely gorgeous. Perfect.
You know what the genre this is called?
No, I don't.
It's light rock.
My God. You're a visionary. Luminary. Brilliant.
Named it after you.
That rock is talking.
Sorry. As Vice is serenading the rock, Clout will he'll like sort of drum along on his chest, not his like body chest, like he has a traveler's chest. He'll drum along on that and use his Song of Rest. So everyone who uses a hit dice on this short rest will gain an additional d6 of HP.
Hey.
Bard's gonna bard, y'all. Bard.
You know what's the fun thing about us not having a long rest? I had used all of my hit die in the bath.
Well, you at
We
least
have
get a D6.
No,
not
I have to
have a long rest
expend.
since then?
Mm-hmm.
I have to expend a hit die to get the benefits of the Song of Rest.
Oh, you can't even heal?
Nope.
Oh, all right. Well, let me work out. What even is my hit die?
And a D8.
D8. Is that what bards get? Bard.
Vice, everyone's resting up for a minute, but you look kind of on edge. Are you all right?
Oh, you know what they say, in desperate times the knives come out.
Someone stab you?
I got lit on fire. And yes, someone did stab me earlier today. Thank you for noticing.
I was wondering where the blood came from because I don't understand how fire would make that happen. But do you want like medicine or anything?
Looks at Pam, remembers the vial. No, you know what? I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine.
Okay. Like I can make those wounds close if you need. All right, but
You're not gonna cast mending on me, are you?
oh no, mending's for non-people stuff. I also have regular healing magic.
There's a thought. Pam, you are a wonder and a gift, but sadly I will decline. Thank you very much.
Alrighty.
Out of character, just out of curiosity, why does he decline?
He doesn't like being touched.
Oh, that's okay.
Would require touch action.
I've got healing word. Would you like some encouraging words, buddy?
That's up to you if you want to use that spell.
Hey, Vice.
Yo.
What was that sound thing you did back there?
It was a concussive blast formed from the diaphragm. You have to sort of work up to it.
So you're saying that anybody can learn that?
Perhaps.
Like you can see him just sort of like flexing his diaphragm and like, you know, like thinking internally but like hoping you're not noticing.
No, deeper in, like down here.
What, down there?
Yeah, like down here. Hear me out now. You gonna listen to me like it or not?
Yeah, I think I can feel it. Yeah. Huh.
Simon's fucking face. Sorry.
So when you say this, you hear the Gullop dirt just.
I can't stand the way I was before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored.
Be ignored. Oh, you know this one.
Oh, hey, it's Guy.
Incredible.
I love this guy.
Think
Hey,
of a what?
hey, you with the face. Yeah, you. You with the beautiful voice. Wonderful set of pipes.
Oh,
Yes.
him. Okay.
No, you. Other
What?
one.
Oh.
Yeah, you. The one that
Oh,
was
Mr.
like
and Mrs.
playing on the
Hopkins.
chest or whatever's.
Yeah, what do you want?
If anything happens, the angel face right there.
And he points towards Vice.
You
I will find
motherfucker.
Did that rock just threaten Vice?
Clout's gonna like sort of like squint and like look to see if this rock has legs.
Just goes deep into the murky water.
There's a 1,000-yard stare from Vice as the rock calls him Angel Face.
It's pretty 50-50 on whether or not this guy's got legs.
Oh, I got legs. I'll talk to all the family. And every rock I know.
Oh god.
We'll have it up for you.
You don't want to make an enemy with rocks. Okay. I'll make sure that
Rocks fall. Clout dies.
yeah. I'll try and make sure that he doesn't get into any trouble.
Good.
You're not gonna get into any trouble, right, Vice?
Me? Trouble? I'm just a little guy.
He's just a little birthday boy.
Sure thing, Angel Face. And as he says Angel Face, that's his healing word. You're gonna get maximum for 8 hit points. Bard!
Thanks.
Problem. I can't just give those out willy-nilly, alright?
Noted.
I got like maybe one of those left. All right. Are we ready to go, y'all?
A person from before said all we have to do now is go past the balloon factory to find our way over to Blightclaw's place.
To the gazebo where the king is.
Gazebo where the king is, not Blightclaws. That's over that way, I think.
Oh, why are we seeing the king first?
It was recommended to us by the sage.
The king doesn't like Blightclaw, I believe.
That's 2 people now who have asked us to go see the king.
Oh, who's the second one?
The guy at the factory.
Oh,
Gave
there
me
was someone
this.
inside?
He pulls out the fly on its little wings, go like...
Technically the third, because there were the frogs in the boat.
Who's the first? I wasn't really keeping track of all these people, I think.
Well, the frogs in the boat were the first guy, right?
Yeah, I thought they were the first. Who's the second?
Oh, the one in the factory is the second.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just 2.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they... who's this person in the factory? Like, did they own the place?
There a duke from the conversation I was
Oh.
following?
I don't pay much
Yes.
attention to titles.
Like, is that like the next person in charge after this current king gets assassinated?
No, I think the person that does the assassinating becomes the king in charge.
Yeah, that is the way it works, isn't it?
Seems like it.
Clout's gonna put the fly away.
Okay. All right. Well, are we all arrested now? Everybody dried up from all that?
I'm as ready as I'm ever gonna be. So what's our strategy here? What's our angle?
Go and ask for help.
Okay. Specifically with Blightclaw?
I suppose so. They don't like each other.
Okay.
Seems
We're
fairly
trying to like
straightforward.
recruit them as assistant, like recruit them in on like a go fight Blightclaw thing, or like ask them for help talking to Blightclaw.
Maybe they have something that we can use to negotiate with Blightclaw. Not everything has to end in a fight.
Well, no, that's why I'm asking.
All right. Well, maybe you should do most of the talking when we start talking to this king guy.
Oh no, you're the monarch now. You said so.
I
I thought we
did
weren't
not
supposed to be telling
say
anybody
that.
who the monarch is.
Oh no, Clout said that they're the monarch now. So it's their job.
I did not say that. No.
You shouldn't
most
say
certainly
that,
did.
Clout. You'll get stabbed here.
You took the title, so
Oh,
book-
was that part of the conversation? I don't really speak Sylvan.
I don't know. I
Clout's
was
the
just told
monarch
not
now?
to mention being the monarch, and then when it was brought up, Clout took on
You
the
know what?
title. So
Fine. This is probably for the best. I can pretend to be the monarch and it'll keep you safe.
I really don't need you to keep me safe. But thanks for trying. And she'll pat your cheek.
Right. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, so you end up going back towards the burnt out balloon factory, in which case you hear like bam, 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 ah! And like you see, like as you're passing by, there's a bullywug who's like thumb in their mouth, and like a hammer's dropped to the ground as they're like, there's a nail they've been trying to get, and it's clear that they missed in their reconstruction of this place. And like as you pass by, they just like give you a gentle wave in acknowledgement. They seem perfectly content with the fact that you're just sort of milling about downfall. And as you proceed past this balloon factory, you can see that there is a bridge in front of you. And this flat wood plank bridge, which spans an arm of the lake, is lined on one side by rows of bullywog heads on wooden spikes. At the center of this bridge, you can see a small figure sitting with its feet dangling over one side. The figure appears to be talking to itself in bemoaned tones. But then the severed bullywug heads nearby erupt in a cacophony of voices, some indignant, others sympathetic. A few in a more distant voice yell, "What? I couldn't hear what they said!" And Clout, as you near this bridge, you've seen this before. When you were trying to get your boat out of the river and you had a vision of frog heads on spears, it was this place.
Oh, no. Oh, no, indeed.
What's wrong?
We got
These are all the pretty-
newcomers! Oh, another king? No, it's not Gullop, it's these new ones!
And you see that these frog heads are like just open yap flap talking to each other. And this is all in Sylvan, mind you.
I know, but it's still talking heads.
Yeah. Are you guys okay?
Ah! We were until you got here! Ah!
Oh no.
That's a lot of noise.
And at that, you see the small figure that was sitting in the middle of the bridge turn to look towards you. And you can see what looks to be a small humanoid-looking thing, silhouetted, at least, coming towards you. And as they turn, you can hear what sounds like change rattling.
Hello. We're looking for the king.
Hello? Is anybody there? They said new folk. And you see they like sort of swivel legs over the side and then put what would be their hands onto the bridge as they stand up. And when I say would be their hands, you can see silhouetted that where their hands would be are instead what look like large lobster claws. As this thing sort of like shambles up towards you. And as it gets closer, you can see that there are two oversized boots with sticks that protrude up into a small set of what look to be almost like child-sized pants. A shirt that has some like moldy hay sort of sticking out, these two large lobster claws, and then a gourd that is where this thing's head should be. And just... I thought I was only going to be surrounded by frogs. Hello. And they like wave one of these large lobster hands towards you. I'm Clapperclaw. It's nice to meet you. And now that you have a better look at Clapperclaw.
Oh my gosh, they're adorable.
Oh, it's cute.
Does this thing look living or more like a construct?
It is 100% construct. It moves and acts like it is a living boy in an almost Pinocchio-style way.
Oh, neat.
And Pamferdam like kind of like walks over and starts like poking and prodding a little bit.
Oh,
at,
that tickles.
Oh, you have a sense of like a kinetic detection on you. That's pretty cool.
I don't know what that means.
What's your purpose?
What do you mean?
You were built for some reason.
What? No. I wasn't built for anything. He was built to annoy us! And the frog heads all start laughing.
Do you know what they said?
No. I've just been trying to get them to laugh.
Well, they did laugh.
Good. Yay. Yay, Clapperclaw.
Clapperclaw, have you always been here?
No.
Where were you before?
Well, I used to live with my parents. And then a lot of orcs came from the mountainside. And that was bad. And then I remember being in a hot place for a while. And then from the hot place, and one of the nasty sisters took me. And they put me into this little box. I used to have a really beautiful head. It looked like a deer, but like when Papa would bring the deer home and remove everything from its face when he was making a stew. And it had nice horns that went up along the side. It was pearly and white. And a man, not really a man, but a rabbit man with a long blue scarf, he took my head from me and said, I'm going to take it to Blightclaw. And he did it just like that. See, Blightclaw. And that was the last I have seen of my beautiful head, but I don't know what happened to it. So I found one of these. I think it's a squash. And my mom always said one more coin and it would rattle. So I put as many coins as I could find, and I put them in the gourd after I clapped the top off and got one of those nice frog people to dig it out for me. So that way I could use it as a face. 'Cause you can't be walking around with no face. People might think you're strange.
People do tend to get a little concerned when someone doesn't have a face. That is true.
That's what the frog people told me when I first showed up without a face.
So, your face was taken to Blightclaw?
Well, all I know is that rabbit man took it from me. And he seems to work with Blightclaw, but I don't know otherwise.
He doesn't know a lot of things.
Oh, hush, all of you.
Come in.
Clapperclaw, you said one of the mean sisters did these experiments on you. Do you happen to remember which one of the sisters they were?
And Clapperclaw.
It was Granny Nightshade.
I don't like going anywhere near the mean sisters.
Do you know where Granny Nightshade lives?
And he pauses. I think, well, yes, I could take you there, but you don't want to go there. It's a bad place.
Right, but
They might give you lobster hands.
yeah, I wouldn't want that. They're not really good for like tools. But like you're saying that Granny Nightshade did this to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that doesn't sound really fun or consensual in any way. So,
What does that mean? That's a big word.
oh, that means you never gave anybody permission or wanted this to happen to you. I assume, right?
You can tell people you don't want to get turned into a lobster-handed boy?
Yes, you can.
You're
Very
supposed
much
to.
so.
I wish I had known that a while back.
Can we take him with us?
I think
I know my way around the mist.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Lowry will translate for
Oh,
those who
this
don't
dude's
speak
speaking common.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just the
Clapperclaw
frogs talking to
Oh,
us
okay.
in Sylvan.
Gotcha. All right. The Granny Nightshade, was that one of the names of the hags?
That is.
Okay.
So we got
Is that the ghost
Blightclaw
one?
and Granny Nightshade.
Granny Nightshade, you know, based off of the name that was given. Let me go back to the naming guide. Do-do-do. No. I believe that was Scabatha.
Okay. We should take him with us.
Yes, Scabatha Nightshade.
Scabatha Nightshade. Okay.
Clapperclaw,
I don't want
would
to
you
be
mind
alone
following
anymore.
us? You want to hang out with us until we can get your body fixed out?
Oh, you'd really do that?
I mean, like, I
We'll
would
certainly try.
That's more than anyone's offered to me in a while. Promise you won't steal my head?
We don't want to steal your head.
Well, all right. Well, what about a trade? If we put you back into your regular body, can I have your head?
You
this
can
current
have
head,
this
your new head.
whole body if you put me back in my real body.
All right, this sounded this is way better than I planned in the first place.
It sounds like a fair trade to me.
I miss having hands.
Oh, I
Well,
bet.
Clack,
Yeah,
clack,
we'll
clack,
try and get you some.
Well, tell us. Do you know if we're on the right track to go see King Gullop?
And there's a rattle of change as Clapperclaw nods his head forward. And one of the heads on this bridge just says, "Why would you want to go see King Gullop? What a weak king!"
At
And
least he's
then-
not on a stick.
And you hear one from the back, "Not on a stick yet."
No, he's got a point.
Of course he does! We all got points!
What's going on?
I shouldn't infest them with mites, right?
Why are they saying mean things?
Yes.
Oh yeah, all right.
Oh, wait, ho! Hey!
Yes. Can I help you now?
Yes, don't infest me with mites!
All right. We'll keep the
They're
peanut
re-
gallery to yourself.
Okay, but if you're looking for information, we've been here a while.
They say they have information.
Oh, like anything that'll be helpful for us, or just like random stuff?
They said they've been here a while.
I don't believe them.
I don't particularly either. I don't think they have any good information. Probably just absolutely nothing.
Oh, hey, whoa, hey. Hey, it's not every day. Look, okay, we might have been a little hasty about you newcomers coming through here, but it's not every day we see new faces. You look like you got a good head on your shoulders.
I
They
can't
make
really
me
tell if
headless
they're
jokes.
laughing or crying anymore.
Right.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Are you guys going to give us information, or are you going to keep on joking?
Okay, well, you made it this far already, but just so you know, if you're looking for some kingly advice, you came to the right bridge. Every one of us used to be king of this place. Well, until all the meat starts sloughing off. Then it's just a skull.
Are there any skulls?
In the far back, you can see that, like, there is, like, the top half of a frog jaw with the jaw, like, top half of a frog skull with the jaw having fallen in.
Oh.
And
Oh, I
even then,
like
it
those
seems
ones.
to, like, rattle back and forth.
Oh no! What a horrible existence.
It's a killing.
All right. What information do you have?
Well, for example, come closer. I can't just say it out loud.
Hold my things.
I'm not gonna eat you. If I
Joel.
did, you'd come right back out.
Am I supposed to laugh at that?
It would help if you did. It's a tough crowd.
Yep. Work on your material. She hands her stuff to Clout. Heads over.
All right, well, you're from the outside, right?
We are.
All right, well, what is it you're looking to know? Guessing you're not exactly new here to Downfall. Aptly named, if you ask me.
We're trying to stop the hags. So any information that can help us with that, that'd be great.
Well, stop him. I don't really know how to stop them. If I did, I don't think I'd be ahead on a spike. But Bavlorna, a lady who lives here, she has a pool in her house, spends a lot of time in it. Because she's kind of like us, a little bit, ribbit croak, if you know what I mean.
All right.
So, she gets dried out every once in a while, has to spend some time in her pool. Real important to her.
Is the pool filled with water?
Yeah? Last I checked, but it's been a hot minute.
Lowry will call over her shoulder. We might need to drain a pool.
Why?
Tell you when I get back.
Now, if you want to really stick it to her.
See, that one was good.
Thank you. Like I said, work with what you know. Bavlorna barely leaves her house. Doesn't like doing it. Always sends off her little, whatever they're called. She calls them lordlings. Off to like circuses and shit. I don't really know. And you hear, "What's your language? That's not very kingly." Circuses and stuff. Okay. But even though she's part of a group of like blinks, like winks in the direction of Clapperclaw. That guy right there, called the Mean Sisters. We like to call them the Hourglass Coven here. She doesn't really like him that much.
All right.
Especially Scabatha. So if you're looking for a way to upset the hags or get rid of them, take it from us. A little infighting goes a long way.
Good to know. How do y'all feel about a little anarchy?
And there is hoop, hollering, and croaking coming from the heads on sticks.
Oh, I wasn't asking you. I was asking them. Points at her party.
There's a thumbs up from Vice.
You even know us?
No, not at all, actually.
Fair enough.
I don't know what that word means.
It's okay. You're going to love it.
Hooray! Is it like a candy? A Turkish delight?
Anarchy's a little sweet, yes.
For the record, I'm usually supposed to stop anarchy, but if it's for you, sure.
It's just usually a natural state in between two regime changes, so yeah. I was kind of expecting it to happen at some point.
She'll go back over to her party and relay the information. Anything else you want me to ask about?
Do they know anything else about the rest of the Hourglass Coven? We know about this Blightclaw, and we know about Scabatha. Who's the third one?
Also, how exactly are they still speaking with,
How are you still talking without your... everything down below?
I got a serious question for you. In return, and you'll figure out your answer with that. Have you ever heard of a little thing called magic?
It's magic.
Who casted it?
Oh, who do you think?
The hags?
Ah!
The hags.
If you get rid of the hags, we'll stop being heads on spikes.
Well, no.
You just won't know anymore.
I think I'd like that, though.
Okay.
There's been a tickle on the underside of my nose for ages.
Oh, do you...
And right as you do, they make a little like ow, like a little like bite motion towards you.
Pops him on the nose.
Ah! Well, you ain't gotta find humor in new places, huh?
Do you know anything else about the other members of the Hourglass Coven, Scabatha or Blightclaw?
Well, I don't know anything about the Hourglass Coven necessarily. We sort of just stayed here where it's nice and damp. Other places are like rocky mountains full of electrical storms and things. That sounds dangerous. I don't want any part of that. Otherwise, it's like a nice lush forest. That's no place for a frog like me. Bullywog.
That's fair. Well, thank you for the information. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for being a new face to talk to.
Hopefully the next time I see you, you'll be dead.
And hopefully
She'll head
the
back to
next
the
time I
party.
see you, it won't be as part of the choir.
I like these heads.
You see that they sort of like laugh and joke to themselves about not seeing you dead either. And as you make your way to the edge of this bridge, wishing these frog heads goodbye and farewell, that is where we are going to go into our break for the evening. We're going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. Pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon. Hello, everybody. We have returned from our break. We are back at it again. Our party has adopted a brand new NPC. His name is Clapperclaw, and he's ready to help. But you guys are in the process of going to the gazebo where you know that King Gullop the 19th is going to be waiting and has been waiting for some time. Not necessarily for you, but this just seems like his general hangout spot. The spot beside the lake that he enjoys being. So as you reach the end of this bridge and Clapperclaw sort of like shambling, would you let him lead at this point? He says that he knows where he's going on most parts.
Sure.
Yeah. So as Clapperclaw is leading you forward down this bridge, you eventually stumble upon, and I say stumble like there are multiple directions that you could go at the end of this bridge, but you find yourself at a grand marble gazebo that stands atop a mound of soggy earth. Its white stone streaked green with algae. The support pillars have sunk into the muck unevenly so that the domed canopy now sits askew. Short steps ring the gazebo, leading to a raised floor where bullywugs dressed in shabby clothing lounge on pillows. Among them, a harpist sends forth delicate notes that mingle with the murmured croaking of the gathered nobles. On a dais, a flabby bullywug wearing a crown of woven lilies sits on an ornate throne with his legs folded under him. He has a large leather-bound book across his lap and is mouthing the words he reads on the pages. Without looking up, he says, "Have you no herald to announce your presence before King Gullop the 19th?" He slams the book closed as if to pronunciate his questioning regarding you for the first time. Sleepy bullywug guards standing around the monarch sap to attention and ready their weapons.
Who's supposed to be playing the herald? We didn't plan this ahead of time.
Have you no herald?
All right, Clout, you're playing the monarch right now. So is Vice? Are you the herald?
Also, I will have it note, there is art of King Gullop, by the way. It is this man.
I fucking love them.
He's ornate.
Look
and
at that majestic
Snoodle.
creature.
Oh, Floofy.
I Snoodle.
Does he have a crocodile friend?
He has, yes, he does indeed have
Its
a
name
pet.
is Snoodles.
Yes, Snoodle.
My God. Yeah. Hold on.
Vice, be the hype person.
Hello? The king is talking!
Wait, I can't speak Sylvan.
I have no idea what's going on.
Raises two little froggy hands.
I'm detecting an incursion!
Forgive us, Your Majesty, Clout says in Sylvan. As it turns out, our herald is incapable of speaking your illustrious language.
Oh! And what languages do you speak?
Clout, looks to Vice.
I
languages do you speak?
common rather well. Hello!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I am King Gullop. XIX.
I've heard that means 19 in their simple language.
Good to meet you.
Vice
Where is your herald?
Vice steps forward, kind
Difficult
of
on the jowls.
rubbing the bridge of his nose, and then he puts on a customer service smile.
Oh my god. That's probably terrifying.
My liege, we have come far to see your greatness. Might I present the Witchlight monarch?
Royalty.
Who's Vice pointing at right now?
Clout.
Okay.
Clout's full on got a finger in his ear and he's like, what? Oh yeah.
Forgive us.
Royalty?
That is a customary greeting where we are from.
Welcome, monarch, to my humble abode. If you speak, they say, you speak Sylvan?
Your Grace, yes, I have already spoken Sylvan.
Oh, wonderful, excellent. Commoner's language, as it is so entitled. Dirties the tongue. Now,
And back into the shadows I go.
That is why they call it that, my liege.
well, I did not know that I was going to be entertaining guests.
For the time being, sorry for the intrusion.
And as King Gullop says this, he just wine. And as he says this, you see that there are waiters who come out and then just hand each of you a wine glass as they do this. And he says, please, while you are in my humble establishment, make yourselves at home. Rules of hospitality and all of that. Now, may I ask, what brings a foreign dignitary this far? You seem like you are not from around here. Pardon? From the Witchlight? I assume.
That's where we're from.
And Clout, when you get your wine glass, there is no liquid in it. You look down and there is a small piece of paper that has been folded in half.
Should I'm gonna fish it out and see if it has anything written on it.
So, do you do this very blatantly? Everyone else has liquid in theirs.
Just I don't know, kind of surreptitiously, I guess.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check on this one.
Oh my god. Okay. That's a natural 20 for a 24.
Okay, you sort of it's not even that you reach in, pick out the paper, look at it. You swirl your glass as if there was some wine in there, and the paper seems to unfold itself enough for you to read what is on this small piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And the paper says, Find Illig, the Baron of Muckstump at once. The revolution lives.
Oh my god.
Clout, do you keep it together when speaking to King Gullop the 19th, or XIX, as he said?
Well, let's see. Deception, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not terrible. Say 12. He's gonna like look down at the glass, and just sort of pass it over to Vice. No, not Vice. He'll pass it to Pamferdam, and like just sort of like mumble something about, you know, like it's all like, cupbearer, take my cup.
Oh yeah, I can detect poison. I can check. Hey, there's nothing in your cup. Oh, okay.
I'm just kind of like dump half of my wine glass into Clout's wine glass, and then cast purify food and drink on our glasses.
Okay.
Due to the history of assassinations of monarchs in this place.
Yes.
That idea. Let's enjoy our delicious grape juice now.
Now, Clout, when you and Pamferdam go to imbibe on this wine, it's just really shitty grape juice for the two of you at this point. You have purified the alcohol, which is technically a poison, out of it.
Honestly, it's better than getting poisoned.
For sure.
Yeah, Clout's just gonna kind of like hold the glass, and address the king. Actually, we came here to, I don't know, what would you say, commune with the Coven of the Hourglass? Yeah, we didn't necessarily know about their bad reputation until we got here. Is there anything that you can tell us about them?
It's a bad reputation. That's not bad. They rule these places. But I will admit that there could be better rulership in place. That's between you and me. So forget all that you had! All of you! Forget! A lot! Isn't that right, Snoodle? And he sort of like pets this little crocodile, which you can hear that like mew, mew, mew.
Oh my god!
Like,
the little laser.
yeah, the little
noises
laser
that
sounds.
baby-
Like alligators
Yes.
can't purr, but like.
God, that's adorable.
Oh, I haven't touched a baby ear in so long.
You wish to upset the order of things.
I didn't say we're gonna upset the order of things. I'm just asking around.
And what is it you are necessarily asking?
What do you know about them? What's your opinion?
My opinion is that Bavlorna is wonderful. She's great. And she may, if I may be, come here. Come here.
He'll walk up.
Between one monarch to another.
Uh-huh.
I don't think she likes me very much. No. It said so in her book.
Tell me about this book.
And he points to the book that he had on his lap, and you see written in a lettering that seems very like scratched in. He says, "I am a scholar who has learned this language from the sages, the language of the covens.
This book is the big book of bad blood, which I acquired under dubious circumstances. And apparently, Bavlorna does not think too highly of me.
Are you worried about that?
Yes! Yes, I'm worried about this. Do you know how hard it is to rule over the Bullywog Kingdom? This soggy court? I'm sure you have your fair dealings with the Witchlight monarch.
For sure.
I'm guessing.
It's hard to be the monarch.
It's very
Sort of like
difficult.
glares at Lowry.
Look. I can get you an audience with Bavlorna to talk to her, to get to know her. But the only way you will be allowed in is if you are a member of the Soggy Court.
All right.
So you... I hate to say this. I really do. I don't like being that guy. But you would have to swear fealty to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's the rules. I don't make these up.
Right. No, I think I'm going to need to consult with my legal consultant. And he just sort of like looks over at Lowry.
Look, if you're not part of the Soggy Court, how can I trust you? I've already told you so much information that if it were to get out...
Like this. And he like pulls out that fly. I am at the very least a friend of the Soggy Court, as proven by this insect.
You have the Duke in the balloon factory.
Yes.
Incredible. Fantastic. This will surely work out well for me. I mean, it does well to show that you are friends of mine. What did you say your name was, Monarch?
Humbug.
Ah, Monarch Humbug. You and I will be fast friends, especially if you were to participate in the rules of hospitality and reciprocity. If you joined my court, then I would be able to take you and show you things.
Lowry?
Huh?
Need some help over here.
What can I do for you, great and glorious monarch?
He's gonna like tap his neck and message to her. I'm no good at all of this legal stuff. I'm gonna get in over my head here. I need your help.
Fine. She'll come over and help.
Yeah.
What did you need? What did you need me to look at, oh great and glorious monarch?
The illustrious king here says that I need to join his court in order
You all would need to join the Soggy Court to be allowed into Bavlorna's cottage. It's the rules. I didn't make them up. They're real.
Where are these rules written?
The rule... What? You would dare question a monarch about where these rules are written?
Well,
Please
she
don't-
is my mouthpiece, so technically I'm questioning you.
I only ask because I'm not familiar with their legal system, so I would need to see the articles in which they are written in first to know if the contract is viable or holds up in with our own system. We are willing to do things.
No, it's all above the board. I don't know why you just can't, like, trust me on this one from one monarch to another.
Well, you're not at...
The ancient texts!
And you see a very, very thin figure, Voltus. Also pictured
God.
here.
Love
No,
them.
he's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy with big, long leggies.
Oh my
He's so
God.
happy.
He comes over and he seems to have like a fine little drawn-on mustache.
My liege, Builders, the ancient texts. It seems that our allies here require physical media to determine whether or not I, the king, am telling the truth.
Hey, reciprocity, dude. We've got physical
Hospitality,
evidence of
my
our
friend.
We've got physical evidence of our friendship. I want physical evidence of your rules.
Here they are, plain and simple, written in the ancient tongue.
Thank you so much.
There
I'll
is
prove this.
a mountain of paperwork that is written in Bullywug.
Right here. Page 7, Article 17, subsection D. Only members of the Soggy Court can speak with Bavlorna Blightclaw.
And he's like making like squishy points at the paper.
And where's your translated text? See, they should always be done in triplicate as well as with a translation into
I
common.
am beginning to think that you are not friends of mine. What is your name?
You can call me Miss Moon.
Miss Moon. And Miss Moon, what are your friends' names?
They're my friends. But if you'd like my traveling party's names, you'll need to ask them. Now, we can enter into a contract with one another in which we will state that we will offer you protection, but not be technical members of your court.
Plap, 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 plap. And you see that he gets near you, Vice.
What is your name?
Oh, Vice, my liege.
It squats down to you, Pamferdam.
What is your name?
Mac.
Mac. Vice.
And you see he stands up to his full height. You can even hear like some vertebrae in his back like pop a little bit as he stands maybe a little bit too tall, too straight. And he plap, 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 plap over to his throne, grabs the Book of Bad Blood, opens it, and begins like looking at the lot of you, looking through the book.
You come into my courts. You come under the guise of friendship. This does not feel friendly. I offer you placements in my court, and you spit on them. Figuratively, you spit on them. Guards! Take them away! How is that for protection?
And at this, the guards that had been sleeping end up coming over with their spears. And they surround your group. As
I'm
the king
gonna
sort of
assume
like,
the conversation's not going well.
No, definitely not.
Great idea. Make Clout the monarch. Oh, he's so good at talking to people.
Oh no, you got yourself into this.
What?
See how
I
it
have no
feels?
idea what anybody has said pretty much since we got here.
Try back home!
Are we fighting now? They're yelling a lot. Is this the revolution? Are we starting?
And at that, the guards then like poke, 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 poke.
Are we fighting your guards or fighting you?
You will fight my champion.
Alright.
In the proving grounds.
So, is any of this getting translated?
Poke, poke.
It's just been a bullywog. This
Yeah, it's just been all bullywog from Pamferdam and
Pam
No,
Vibes.
this
no
has been
idea
all
what's
in
going on.
Sylvan. Sure. Like I want to say.
Are we fighting now? What is happening?
Clout will just sort of sigh and then turn to them and quickly translate. The jig's up, boys.
Cool.
We're fighting their champion.
I mean, what's to stop me tossing a dagger at the king right now and taking the crown?
Do you really want a
Want
crown?
to be king of the bullywugs?
No, I'd give that to you, Clout.
No, I don't. Fuck down.
How many of us have to fight your champion?
You have no voice in the Sagi court.
But we do if we fight your champion.
And as he says this, one of the 4 armed bullywugs just bang, bang, bang.
As
Knock it
they-
off!
Yep. Okay. Yep. This is gonna be fine.
They begin to escort you away should you allow yourselves to be escorted.
Yeah, Lowry will go with them. She's ready for a fight.
Okay.
Are we being like escorted away from the kingdom or away from the throne room into the arena?
Deeper into the kingdom you go, not
Okay,
away.
okay.
And you pass by being led away from this room. You see the king sort of like lean over and with a large amphibious hand splayed out, you can see him sort of mouth
Thankies.
something closer to his trusted advisor Bultis. Lowry, what's your perception?
Passive is 12.
Okay, so with your passive perception and him being oh so good at whispering, he mentions, "We cannot let them out alive. They know too much."
Oh, it's a fight to the death, by the way.
Alright.
So,
And
no
Clapper Claw
qualms.
just, oh no, like, this is why I didn't want to go anywhere near here. I've already forgotten the voice.
Wait, are we all, like, everybody participating? Is this like a challenge of champions, or?
Oh,
They wouldn't
no.
specify.
And you are then taken past a small landmass. You can see that there are 2 rungs of wooden steps that lead up, one to like a wooded circle, and then the other looking like it is... Yeah, it is actually the direction that you were going. You can see as you like crest this small hill that just beyond it is a massive looking storm cloud. But the storm cloud seems stationary, and you can actually see that there are ropes and these like very strange looking hooks that are attached to the storm cloud that then come down to what looks like a building not too far away from where you are. However, You are instead being taken to the holding cells. And rising from the soggy earth is a sturdy wooden hut with an open doorway on one side of it. At the back of this hut are 2 holding cells. Thick mangrove roots serve as bars with a small round door closing off each cell. The floor of one cell is covered with several inches of stinking water. The other cell holds a figure in rags slumped against the wall. I will give you one hint as to the cell that you all are then prodded into.
It's the soggy one, isn't it?
Stinky. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
And they just sort of they croak as they put you in. Just yeah, the king will do with you as he sees fit. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question out of character real quick.
Answer in character, for me, because I am the voice of the sky.
Okay. I was what was the name on the piece of paper in my wine glass? It was Ingrid?
The piece of paper stated, let me see.
Find Illig. The revolution lives.
Illy?
Illig?
Illig. Okay.
Illig. Illig. The
Alright.
Baron of Muckstump.
Cool. I'm gonna call Whisper. Like, as soon as the guards are out of earshot, I'm gonna call Whisper.
Can I, while that's happening, just have pickpocketed the key off of the guard?
Make a sleight of hand check.
24.
24. Let me check real quick. Because you rolled pretty high. So just want to make sure. Okay. Yeah. As they go to lock you in, very quick, very stealthy like. This is after they've locked you in?
As they're locking us in, if there's another guard with like a set of keys, like jailer
There's
keys.
only one set of the keys.
Probably as they're walking past the bars then.
And there's like a quick like, hey, like, no touching. Yeah.
Vice just kissy faces at them.
And one of them is like taken aback and you can see like a little bit of red on their face and then they shake their head and like, no, I can't get distracted by this attractive prisoner.
Carry on.
So Whisper.
Clout calls Whisper. And he's gonna get out that piece of paper that he had, and turn it to the back of it and get out a pen and write a note on it. And he's gonna tell Whisper, I need you to find a guy called Illig and give this note to him. Can you do that?
Whisper nods.
All right, Whisper. This is the most important thing I've asked you to do. I know you can come through for me. You got this.
Whisper nods again.
Hands him the piece of paper. Just
And then you
leans
hear
against the wall.
from the next cell over. Nice trick.
In what language?
Common.
Okay.
And coming up to the bars, you see a set of webbed hands on either side, and then the face of a bullywug up against and just, so, what are you in for?
High treason.
Actually, I'm not entirely sure. It was all in a language I don't speak.
Yes. That'll do it. Now, you said high treason. Would you believe samesies?
Oh, no shit.
I know, right? What are the odds?
You down for little anarchy?
Sort of like rock their head back and forth. I mean, Anarchy, I feel, on paper, works a lot better than in actuality. Most people, especially the bullywug community, ends up devolving back into small pods that they feel are in need
Vice
of leadership.
just spins the
at some
key
point.
ring in his finger.
Oh!
Yes and no.
Yes.
Hmm.
Actually, that would be... Huh. How did you get...
I'm good with my hands.
Gross.
face.
I see, though. Sorry, a little bit of acid reflux.
So,
My name is Wigglewog.
wiggle.
Should you so help me, I will prove a most valuable ally. The rule of hospitality states that I would, and reciprocity states that I would owe you quite a great debt.
Party. Shall we sit here and wait for a fight, or do you want to bust out of here? With a fight. Because they probably won't let us go quietly.
Sorry, I misspoke. Her name is Morgort,
Morgort.
not Wigglewog. Wigglewog was the balloon pilot that disappeared. Morgort was the other accomplice.
She's the Knight of Warts.
Yes.
You're muted.
I was like, I recognize that name.
You wouldn't happen to know who their champion is, would you?
I would, actually. It's very flattering, but I told him I didn't want to fight for him. Not anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, then who's replacing you?
No one. They just would have thrown us into a pit and made us fight each other.
Huh.
Mm.
You just want to, like, yield right away for us?
No, it's a fight to the death. If I yield, then they're just going to expect me to die. Your friend has a key. We could just solve all of this right quick.
Hold the phone, Morgart. Quick question.
Possibly quick answer, possibly a slow one. What's up?
Do you know a guy named Illig?
Named who? You're awfully quiet for being away
Sorry.
from Mike.
Do you know a guy named Illig?
Illig? Oh, the Baron of Muckstump. Yes, I'm familiar.
Yeah, okay. I got a message saying to talk to him and that the revolution is alive.
That cheeky bastard. He's really going to do it.
Going to do what?
Nobody likes Gullop. He's pretentious. He makes up rules on the spot.
So he's gonna...
Is the rule about people not from the court being able to go talk to Bavlorna?
Bavlorna?
Bavlorna. I can read what I typed out. Is that true, or was he just pulling our leg?
He told you that only members of the Soggy Court can speak to Bavlorna.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. Really. If that were true, Dusk would have been part of his entourage for a while. I know that the two of them talk, but
Scarf would have been part of the Soggy Court as well.
that is correct.
Insight check.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
13.
13, she's telling the truth.
Okay, yeah, let's go. I don't like this king.
All right.
No, he's honestly like... have you talked to the heads on the sticks for the
Yeah.
breach? Yeah, no, they
Slide
like
out
honestly,
with Vice.
like they are all right. He's honestly one of the worst kings that we've ever had. Just always clapping his hands, demanding things.
By the by, my dear, are there any other prisoners in here that we should free?
Well, there's only 2 rooms, so I hope not.
What's the security detail look like?
Sleepy-eyed
For
frogs.
the king?
In the prison? Like, if we're about to start a prison break, we probably should understand the strengths that we're working against, right?
I'm going to give you a hint. Bullywugs, my people, are not generally the brightest. the security detail, and she points to a door, is rather staunch, but I'm sure that you can find a way to get them to open up.
Right. So, like, if you could put that into a number.
What is the number that is less than 1? My common really isn't the best.
Right. All right. Thank you.
Pamferdam is going to walk out of the open door Vice has created.
Yeah, just click. Push.
Walks over to the other cell. Click. Well.
I'm going to walk over and grab at Clapperclaw's claw.
Like, all right, come on, we're doing a break now.
You said they're not too bright.
Yes, that is true.
Lowry's gonna disguise herself as a bullywog guard.
Oh.
Smaller bullywug.
You now have an escort.
I'm a small frog.
Vice hands Lowry the keys.
I have no more first level spell slots.
Do any of you have a cloak or a robe? At all? Maybe some rope?
Oh, we've got plenty of rope.
Oh, I've got rope.
If you put like a drapering of sorts over yourself and then just simply held onto the rope underneath the drapings, it would look like you are being transported. Yes? I've seen this work before.
Lowry will pull out 50 feet of rope.
That's so much rope. Do all of you just have
25.
this?
Yes.
That's standard
people do.
issue. Adventuring.
Oh. The adventuring kind, I see. Say no
Yeah,
more.
we wouldn't
Now,
really be
you
here if
wanted... Where did you want to go?
Do we want to go to Bavlorna?
Well, actually, can we make a side stop by the tavern at the end of the road so we can drop Clapperclaw off? I don't want to bring a kid into combat.
Is Clapperclaw a kid?
Does Soul's age?
Hmm.
If this follows the same rules as like most constructs, it's a trapped soul inside some sort of like housing unit. And I don't think Soul's age, as far as I'm aware. So I think this is persistently a child. That's what I'm working with right now.
They came from the mountains near Waterdeep.
Oh. Huh. That's my neck of the woods.
Vice, roll a history check.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh
that had
no.
to have been- That had to have been a really long time ago.
Natural 20. For 20.
In the far early days of Waterdeep's history, there were wars between like orcs and elven kind, where the orcs just like kept coming from like the mountainous area and staging war.
Yeah.
Clapperclaw seems like his knowledge of Waterdeep and when he's describing his parents and him living was around that time.
Oh my god.
What?
Which one?
Iba. Yeah, he's definitely from my neck of the woods, but not the same time zone. Far, far in the past.
What?
Buddy, we will get you home.
Okay. I
just yeah.
wanna see my parents again.
Ugh.
Well, going back the way we came will involve going through town and past people who've seen us.
Not us.
Say you're relocating the prisoners.
It's a circle. See, my grouping isn't the only one who misunderstands direction.
Rabbit.
Sorry, the acid reflux.
Some peppermint back at the tavern that should help.
where are you looking to go? And I can help. Unless you're just needing... If you need some things... Trinket, Bauble, and Charms... is with the big spooky cloud.
What is up with that, by the way?
Yeah, I was gonna wonder that
It's a
too.
blimp, actually.
Huh.
It's part of a balloon.
Hmm.
They came from Yon.
Ah. Well, I'm...
So it's just anchored then?
She nods. You have to charge it up with electricity. At least that's what I've seen. And then it just... whoop, on its
That's
way.
right.
What if we just commandeer that?
You could. If you wanted to, I suppose.
The logistics of both breaking out and then fighting our way onto a blimp with just
That's
the
a
four of
bit
us,
much.
it's a
Yeah.
bit much, Pam.
Well, so what? Are we going straight from here to Blightclaw's castle then?
Castle?
It's a hut.
House, estate, manor?
It's like a bungalow, really.
It is to be listened to. I think we should hear out this revolutionary. They could possibly provide us a better chance at Blightclaw. Also, the more we're talking, the more your spell will wear off sooner.
I can cast it again.
Not Pam.
That's true.
Mhm.
We should get walking. To the inn?
To the end.
Okay.
By what's your weapon of choice? Just in case.
Sword. So let me send you all a picture really quick.
Pictures.
Pictures, we've got pictures.
Boop, boop,
And
boop,
my
boop.
heart can hardly speak.
As Morgort will draw you a rough picture of Downfall in the dirt, in the muck. That's a beefy file. Thanks, wizards.
Always blame the wizards.
What is there a map name? I can look it up. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Map o' Downfall.
So,
Okay.
in the middle of Downfall is Bavlorna's bungalow. If we were to go along the southern ridge, that would take you to... I already forgot his name. Illig. If we go along the north, then you have to try and sneak past the king again, who will recognize me.
I vote for Illig.
Yeah, that seems like a safe bet.
Like it is.
In shock, Vice has graffitied his face on the wall in a very cartoonish caricature.
Okay. Sounds good. Boo.
Where are we currently?
You are on the far eastern side next to the stormy cloud looking thing.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Now, if we want to get to Illig, we're going to have to do some swimming unless anybody has the means of procuring a boat all of the sudden.
Sorry, I left it in the tavern. I can't put it back on.
What? It's besides the point. Unless anyone is good at swimming.
I
I
can
grew up
turn
in a
into something
desert.
good at swimming. Let's see. Okay.
Bummer.
This level.
This is going to be fun.
I'm sure it will be. Now, thankfully, the marrow tend not to want to eat anyone who's a bullywug. So as long as I'm nearby, or you have others who look like bullywug, we should be fine. We don't taste as good to them. It's like if you ate the same thing all the time.
Right, then we definitely should start swimming in the next 30 to 45 minutes.
Sorry, my dear. Are there any of those rocky elementals about?
Oh, Galabdur.
Yeah, Galabdur.
As far as I'm aware, just in the stepping stones.
That's rough. Okay.
They're like about 60 feet that way, it looked like.
Wait. Oh, 10 feet per square.
Oh, even longer than that.
Let's go.
Okay. So, I would like for everyone to make a set of stealth checks.
All right.
So,
Oh boy, oh boy. I'm definitely going to be good at this.
A 7.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Improvise.
19 for Pamferdam.
That actually. It's an 18 for Clout.
Okay. And Morgort did not roll very well for her stealth check. Vice, what'd you get?
20.
A 20. Okay. So that is 3 successes and 2 failures, which means that as a group, you pass. Which is good. Because as you are exiting out of the holding facility, Morgort is going to then lead you along the outskirts of this building that you have seen. And she explains that that is the Sinking Palace. That is where all of the different bullywug kings end up doing their rulering things. Which, again, at this point, does not really concern her. Does not really concern you all, to be fair. So she is then going to lead you around the bend to the docks. And she says that the other side of the dock is about 50 feet that way. And she points, and Clapperclaw sort of like shakes a little, and you can hear the coins rattling inside of his gourd. And he looks at his clothing and then like looks at the lot of you and just sort of like kind of gets a little sad. He doesn't know how he's going to get through there.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What's up?
Clapperclaw, who is made of straw and sticks, does not know how he is going to swim.
Can we see any boats on the other side or any other flotation devices?
May we commandeer a vessel?
Make a perception check.
All right, that'll be 16.
With a 16, you can see that there is a boat on the other side.
All right, Clapperclaw, if you can wait here just for a few short seconds. We're going to swim across. We'll grab one of those boats. We'll bring it back for you. Is that okay?
And Morgort raises her hand and says, if there's a boat, I can bring it back. I'm the best at swimming here. No offense, but I don't think that you all have little flippy feet like I do.
I do right now.
Pam, you know that they are entirely illusory.
If I had a fly speed of 30 feet, do I think that I could make it across in 1 minute?
A fly speed of 30?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can go across with you.
Particularly if you double move.
And she like gives you squint, raises frog-like eyebrows. She shrugs, says, entirely up to you.
All right. Lowry will pull out her pixie dust.
Nice.
Unless someone else wants to go across.
No, I'm good.
Far be it for me to remove your agency. Carry
Burn
on.
that dust yourself.
Dump, dump, dump. Last one, there's a rotten egg. Lowry takes off.
Zoop into the water.
There's an inherent problem with this. How are we gonna get the grain of rice and the fox over?
What?
Who's the grain of rice?
That'd be you, because you can't get wet.
The boat.
Vice just like,
Yeah, I don't understand. We just put them all on the boat.
no, but then the fox eats the chicken, so you have to leave it on
What
the other
fox,
side.
though? Like, we don't actually have any, like, domestic animals with us.
I swear, no one does riddles anymore.
That wasn't in my job description.
Yeah, no, my expertise is in toy making and Warcraft, so sorry.
I thought you said Warcraft. My brain
did.
auto-completed to War
I'm a level
Crimes.
70.
Oh,
It depends on who wins the war at the end.
True.
Like, I specialize in toys and war crimes. Shrug.
yes.
All right, so Lowry, you and Morgort get to the other side, and then she just sort of like, yes, like you can tell that like she is so thankful to have gotten into the water again.
Good swim.
And she nods, says, "I've had worse." And she says, "If you'd like, I can go and tell Illig of our coming if you want to handle the boat, or we can do it together.
Together would be good.
After you."
We'll get into the boat.
She will like grab the back of it, push it out, and then she's just like stays submerged in the back half and just like kicks it.
Mm-hmm.
Till you guys get to the other side, and then Clapperclaw seeing the boat just clack, 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 clack.
I don't even get why you're trying to bring a fox to the other side of a river. You should just leave it.
Honestly, like, we can leave all the food inside the tavern. There's no need to bring the rice with us.
Foxes are dangerous animals. You should just leave them out in the wild where they're happy.
I haven't
I
seen a
followed
fox since
that.
we got here, even.
And Lowry, that is what you see when the boat gets pushed back, is the three of them arguing over semantics of what Vice thought would be a fun riddle, and Clapperclaw just like doing a little happy dance.
Crab
singing.
rave.
There's like,
We got the boat.
shake a shake a shake a, like his head's like doing a little jivey thing, and like you can hear the change rattling around in his gourd.
Oh.
No stealth with Clapperclaw around.
No.
We've got the boat. Everybody ready?
All right. Yep, let's get back to the tavern.
Go.
Pam, you do realize we have to boat around the palace where they are going to see us, right? We were planning to go to, like,
Southern Loop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
in all of your time as someone who's done Warcraft, has being spotted by the enemy while you're outmanned, outgunned ever gone well?
I'm sorry, we need to circle back around. It sounds like we're having a logistical problem. Are we heading in the same direction in our head?
We're going south.
Right.
The tavern's north.
Tavern is technically west.
It's across the pond.
Mm-hmm.
And we are
Listen.
going to have to do some fucking gymnastics to get there.
Well, we mostly just need to get out of here.
Right.
We can figure it out from there.
And
Right,
boat.
let's go.
Hops in. Need help rowing or
I don't think rowing's required. Points to our companion in the water.
Who you can see, they're just like, "Ugh!" Like now there is like significantly more people in this boat. Like, "Ugh, my God."
Are there any oars?
There are oars.
Yeah, Clout will grab some oars and help.
Yeah, and Morgort just thank you, and then like submerges herself and comes back up, and you can see like has like the secondary set of eyelids that are like used by amphibians, so that way they can see underwater. And she just has this look on her face, like when you have the it's like the metal head scratcher thing that like goes over the back of your head, and you just feel that like like it's the good. It's the good. Like, she feels very nice being in the water again.
You need a ride, or okay, you're enjoying yourself down there. All right. Well,
Yeah, she looks like she's enjoying herself. And the boat does end up getting to the other side. And upon reaching the other side, you can see that there is a big, barkless, wicked-looking tree that rests on a hill that has one of these clotheslines attached to it that leads into the central fog. That Morgort informs you through that fog is where you would find Bavlorna's cottage, her bungalow.
Up with the chains.
The clotheslines?
Yes. They're just to dry her clothing.
Her clothing, our clothing. Sometimes we like wearing nicer things.
No, I'm just wondering.
And as you get to the corner kind of leading up to this, you see that several holes dot the trunk of this gnarled old tree that grows on the shore of the lake. The tree has lost all of its bark, and a few withered leaves cling to the ends of its twisted, knotted branches. One end of a clothesline is tied to a high branch on the northwest side of the tree, as several old garments hang from the clothesline, the other end of which disappears into the fog hovering over the lake. And as you are kind of making your way, the four of you, like, it feels like something bit you. Almost, like, at the neck and on the arm, almost like mosquitoes. And when you look down, there are small little, like, needles that are jutting out of you. And you hear incoming, "Yeah, go fuck your mother!"
Did someone just shoot something at us?
You were a mistake!
Hey, now.
Mismatched hoods! And you look over and you can see that there is a little sprite mooning you from inside of the tree. And then they turn and give you the bird.
Ah, sprites.
Why don't you come on over here? Do something about it.
They've got kind of a complex.
No.
Man wants to talk big. Just ignore him.
What you gonna do, purple people eater?
Alright, where are we supposed to be meeting this, Illig?
And you see a second one, like, comes up with a small bow and just... And, like, a dart, like, lands into you.
Are these causing any like physical damage,
No,
or
it's just really irritating.
Alright, so where are we supposed to see this Illig?
Clout just keeps on rowing.
No, like, this is after you've reached the shore and are kind of, like, going up. Like, you're on land at this point, and they are nearby, just being like, eh.
Yeah, Clout just turns his back to them.
He looks like a performer. I
like he
bet his
kills you.
performance wasn't any good.
Who hurt you?
Just say the word and I'll infest them with fleas.
You couldn't infest anything with nothing.
So anyway, where are we supposed to be going from here?
And Morgort, just ignore. They're trying to get you to go up to Big Barkless. And, like, when she says that and you see the tree, looking at it, you've seen, like, the wildlife and the surrounding area get on, like disgruntled guises when, like, there are things that are upset or causing a negative tone. Imagine if you were a tree that 4 asshats lived inside of that were constantly causing misery. This tree has, like, jagged mouth, angry fucking eyes. Like, it looks like Tim Burton drew an angry tree. that just rests atop this hill.
How far away are they?
They look like they are from where you are. They're about like 40 feet.
Boldwood, someone within dagger distance.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Stab me?
Yeah, actually.
Just
You can try. And they moon you again.
Clout says, just ignore them. They're projecting their own feelings of self-hatred because they feel like nobody likes them. And I cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Vicious
trying to
Mockery.
make
So that
14.
is a... They got a 17 on the die.
All right. They're cool.
And then when you say this, they say, the only thing that we hate is you. All
Yeah,
right,
well,
Backless,
join the
you know what to do. And when they
fucking
say
join
that,
the club.
when they say that, they tap the inside of the tree, and you hear rumbling from this tree. Just
Fuck.
as Morgart just, oh, you've done it now. And she, like, starts scooting a little bit forward.
Pineapple starts to run.
Clout's gonna scoop up Clapperclaw and start running.
Clout, does a 13 hit you?
Nope. Yes,
Cool.
it does. Never mind.
So, Clout, as you are,
meets
like,
beats.
starting to run, a white root emerges from the ground and wraps around your leg. And you are considered grappled.
Uh-oh! That's my move!
I'd like for everyone to roll initiative.
God damn it. Sorry,
As
guys.
you
I
just
didn't-
hear all these spices. She's gonna die!
I didn't expect
7.
this to happen.
7.
Pamferdam.
Vice, you also got 7?
Correct.
Hmm.
I believe I have the higher dex.
What's your dex?
18.
Yeah, you do.
Pamferdam, what'd you get?
13.
And Clout, what'd you do?
20 for 23.
Wow. All right, so at the top of initiative, Clout. It is the start of your turn. However, as this root has grabbed onto you, you see that there is a, like, watch as the ground, like the earth, moves forward in a wave-like motion. And then the root that is attached to your leg whips down and just slams you onto the ground as part of the grapple. Ooh. And you are going to be taking 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that hurts. Ooh, boy.
And it begins to just try and pull you closer towards it. And you see that again, how it had that like Tim Burton angry jagged mouth line. It opens up as that growl continues.
Oh,
It looks like this tree's about to fucking eat you. And the sprites are like, yeah! Yes!
Christ.
But that was the start of your turn. Clout, what would you like to do?
Break the grapple. If I can. Is this a situation where I need to do a certain amount of damage to the vine, or am I able to just try and escape the grapple?
I am not seeing anything in the rules text that you can escape the grapple with a contested grapple check.
Huh. So that seems to imply that we need to do damage to the vine. I mean, like, you know, like with an acrobatics roll to try and like wiggle out.
Is it a standard, like, grappled status?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So then standard strength versus athletics?
Yes, this is a very strong looking tree, though.
Okay.
Strong tree.
So this is like a monster, like stat block style
Yes.
grapple. Okay. fuck. I would like not to be grappled anymore. That is what I would like to do. How do I accomplish this?
Do you have anything sharp
Yeah, I do.
besides your wit or your tongue?
Wow, that didn't help me at all, clearly. Double checking something, sorry. Yeah, okay, I've got one there. All right. He's gonna pull out a dagger and try to get himself out of this mess.
Do it.
God, I do not expect this to help much at all. Fuck. God, I don't even have a dagger on my fighting list. I'm proficient in unarmed strikes, right?
Well, a dagger, if you were curious, would be 1d4 damage plus your dexterity modifier.
Right. No, I'm looking at my attack roll. It's not gonna be good anyway. That's an 8. I don't think that does much.
An 8 does not hit this here old tree.
Okay. Well, I think that's about all I can do. Fuck.
The sprites continue to mock you, saying you couldn't hit a tree standing still.
Oof.
This water bottle has been empty since the beginning.
Next up is Pamferdam.
All right. For real quick memory recap, when Clout handed Pamferdam their goblet of empty wine, was the note still in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Where were we supposed to meet Illig on that note?
It just said find Illig.
It did? Okay. Well then. Gosh, what a revolution. All right, Pamferdam is going to run up and grab Clapperclaw by the hand or the claw and continue running westward along that little like wooden path
For sure.
as far as little gnome feet can travel.
Alrighty. Sounds good. So Clapperclaw has a speed of 30. You have 25, I believe, but you were able to continue kind of going along.
All right.
Okay. So next up is Big Barkless, the tree. And Clout, as you are being dragged, Whisper shows up next to you and says, I found him. I know where Illig is. He's by the bridge, just up ahead.
Thanks, Whisper.
As
You
he's
always
saying
know
this,
when to say it.
you hear a thunderous noise as Big Barkless, two tree-like hands press onto the ground as it stands up out of the dirt and moves 30 feet towards you. It is then going to use a multi-attack.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So, Clout, does a 13 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. For 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
Okay, so that is 1, And then it is going to pull you up with its large root and do a nibble. So that is for 2 failed death saves.
All right.
So it is currently like vine still wrapped around Clout, just on this large tree, and the sprites are just cackling, clapping their hands, and one of them is going, "Oh yes, yes, yes!" Like they are all for it. Next up, Vice.
Turning to Lowry. Don't hate me for this. And he's going to...
I can try and talk to it.
In the background, Cloud's getting nommed on. By all means.
Aim for the pixies. They're the jerks.
That's what I was going to do. Bonus
Okay.
action hide. 28 on his stealth check.
Yeah, you're fucking hidden.
And then a dagger from out of nowhere at one of the pixies.
Okay.
This button. Does a 23.
23 hits.
All right. Ooh. Plus sneak attack. Oh no. 14 points of damage, piercing.
Okay, just checking real quick. Normally they do a good job of including monster stat blocks in here when they are referenced in bold.
But they did not, apparently.
Not for these guys. How much damage?
14.
Well, it had 2 health, so you just hear and then like there is just a dagger pinning a sprite on the inside of this tree. As the tree
Vice flicks another dagger out and looks at the other pixie in there and just like, you're next.
You're gonna get it.
He's gonna move away.
Okay,
as
yeah,
well.
smart. Seems good.
End of turn.
Okay, next up, Lowry.
Lowry's gonna rush forward so she's in view of the plant. I don't think I need to touch it. No, it's on self. And she'll say, if you let our friend go, we'll stop those pixies from bothering you. But you have to let our friend go.
And it looks at you. Clout still hanging like out of its mouth.
We're here to help. We'll make it better.
You would hurt my children.
Oh, they're his kids.
Ugh. Whoops. Oopsie, whoopsie. Shit. Lowry, get out of there!
I don't know if I can because I ran forward to get its attention.
Writing.
Let's see. What bonus actions do I have? Do I have anything that will bring Cloud up? Nope. This druid has no healing spells. Goodbye, Cloud.
Okay. So that is the top of the round. Clout, can you make a roll for me?
Make it real good.
Boy, oh boy. That's a 10.
Okay.
A 10. Which I believe is a success.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 10 isn't a failure.
It's a success.
10 and up, 9 and below are the qualifiers.
Excellent. Good. Next up is Pam.
All right. Pamferdam is going to kind of wheel Clapper Claw around so that they're facing Pam, and they kind of like snappedly point towards the ground.
You're staying right here until I come back, okay? Or someone stronger.
Rattle, rattle, rattle of the coins.
And then Pamferdam is going to sigh and turn around and run towards the tree in an attempt to scurry up that fucker towards Clout. I would like to attempt to climb the tree.
Okay. So because you would run 25 feet away, you would have to run 25 feet back to get to your starting point.
Oh, I probably only moved a total of like 10 feet after running up, grabbing Grabber Claw the last round, and then turning around.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll say that you can try and climb this mean old tree.
All right.
Make me an athletics or acrobatics check.
All right. 14 to climb the angry tree.
Okay, so with a 14, yeah, you successfully climb the tree.
All right. Am I close enough to make physical contact with Clout?
I would say yes, as part of this rule of cool.
Okay. I'm going to kind of like, as I'm trying to hold on to this tree, reach up and kind of like grab at the scruff of Clout's neck or wrist, whatever is dangling outside of the mouth.
There's some feats.
Grab onto the feetsies. And let me just check my spell rules here. I'm going to remember my empty spell slots and attempt to stabilize with a medicine check. This is the best I can offer at this moment. I rolled a 13 to stabilize.
I think that does it.
Okay.
I'm not
that puts you
used
at
to
0
medicine
hit
checks to
points and
stabilize.
unconscious.
Hold on, I'll look it up. It sounds. I'm pretty sure it's like 10 and up. I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'll look it up. It'd be like a heal kit thing, right?
This is just a raw medicine check, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, let me just double check the DMG.
Yeah, I almost don't even remember where to look for that.
Right? It's so not.
Tools,
Where is
actions in combat, perhaps.
medicine skill? Medicine player's handbook. Yeah, it just says stabilizing a dying companion. It doesn't actually have any further explanation in the player's handbook.
In the SRD, it says that you need to pass a DC 10 Wisdom Medicine check.
Okay.
That's what he did, it sounds like.
I did it.
Oh boy. So no longer doing medicine or death saves.
That is
Until it
correct.
bites down again.
Right up until I get bit.
Which it
Nice.
is Big Barkless's turn. So,
Saved you from instant death.
with Big Barkless, before I do this, I have a question. Wings, do you trust me?
God, I have to, don't I?
Little bit.
Part of the
Okay.
consent form you sign when you join a D&D party.
Pamferdam, you see in these large hollowed eyes of Big Barkless, with blood coming out one of these hollowed eyes where a sprite had just been stabbed, it glares down at you, and you hear rumbling from its chest. Reciprocity. And it brings a branch up, and it clamps down with its teeth for 2 failed saving throws, and then grabs hold of Clout and tosses him. And Clout, as you hit the ground, that would be another failed death save. That goes to 3. As your body tumbles and reaches a point that I will say is relatively in front of Lowry, because Lowry, you are here looking at this. You watch as Clout's body begins to go from purple to gray to a more granite-like texture as his body turns to stone. And as Clout turns to stone, having been tossed out of this tree, that is where we're going to call it for tonight's session. So with that, I would like to say thank you to everybody who decided to stop by and join us for this wonderful game of Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to be back here next week, hopefully, at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, having a absolute blast. Wild in time. But I always have a wild in time whenever these folks are on the channel. Hey, RJ, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hi, you can find me confused as all fuck. I'm RJ on the interwebs. You can catch me at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my pals. I go live and retweet whenever I am in a game, so check out my Twitter. That's it for me, though. DanaeKeener.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Sarah. You can find me on all the social medias as TheHypeGoblin, even on Facebook, because I finally gave in. I do a lot of streaming here on Twitch and on YouTube with some of these fine folks that you see on the screen. And yeah, that's it. That was a lot. DanaeKeener.com.
All right, how are you all doing? This is Mediaflare. I am a voice actor and tabletop streamer. You can find me here on Sundays with the party. Otherwise, you can find me on my own Twitch channel, which is currently on hiatus due to the fact that half of my crew is a bunch of traveling entertainers, so they are currently doing a circus gig in Florida. Other than that, there will be 2 new gaming days starting up on my channel soon. I will let you know what that schedule looks like in the future. You can also find me as the intern reporter, Russell Gainsley, over on Zark Media's, I believe they now call themselves HupNet. F's for DanaeKeener.com.
Speaking of DanaeKeener.com, hi, I'm Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings, mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on this channel. I am forlornly erasing the sign that says such and such number of sessions since last character death. And drawing a big fat goose egg. You can also find me at Danae Keener. That is my Twitter. I've got a pinned tweet there that says all the things that I'm in. DanaeKeener.com.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey, Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this on Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as well as on Sundays at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/Indoor Adventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, or you can go towards anywhere audiocasts are made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. But speaking of things that are being made available for free, we are going to be heading into our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, feel free to join us on our Discord. The link can be found in the Twitch chat to the side or in the description of this video or audio cast down below, and we will do our best to respond in kind. But with that, I would like to say thank you to everybody who decided to stop on by and join us for this wonderful game. And thank you to these players for putting up with my bullshit once again this week. And we'll see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye!